This is the DEFCON Warning System's Global Security Briefing. Today is Monday, May 26, 2025. I'm Sarah Martin, bringing you the latest on nuclear tensions, military developments, and geopolitical shifts that impact global stability. The current condition code is green, DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats at this time. The DEFCON Warning System has lowered its alert level in response to decreased military activity between India and Pakistan. This decision follows a period of heightened tensions after India's launch of Operation Sindoor on May 7th, targeting terror camps in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Despite the reduction in immediate hostilities, tensions remain high, and the public should continue to remain aware of events between India and Pakistan. India's External Affairs Minister, S. Jaishankar, informed a parliamentary committee that Pakistan was notified 30 minutes after Operation Sindoor commenced, emphasizing that only terror camps were targeted. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stated that India waited 15 days for Pakistan to act against the perpetrators of the April 22nd Pahalgam terror attack, which killed 26 civilians, before initiating military action. Modi criticized Pakistan, stating that terrorism is fundamentally ingrained in its policies, describing it as their bread and butter. While a ceasefire has been observed, the underlying issues remain unresolved. The situation reflects a breakdown of the deterrence architecture that has governed India-Pakistan military behavior for decades, especially since their 1998 nuclear tests. President Donald Trump has unveiled plans for the Golden Dome, a comprehensive missile defense system designed to protect the U.S. from various missile threats, including ballistic, hypersonic, and cruise missiles. The system aims to deploy hundreds of satellites to detect, track, and intercept potential missile threats from adversaries like China and Russia. The initiative, inspired by Israel's Iron Dome, is projected to cost $175 billion, with estimates suggesting it could exceed $500 billion over 2 decades. The U.S. Space Force, under the leadership of General Michael Guetlein, will oversee the project. Critics have raised concerns about the feasibility and cost of the system, while supporters argue it is a necessary investment in national security. China has expressed strong opposition to the U.S.'s Golden Dome missile defense initiative, viewing it as a threat to the strategic balance and a potential trigger for an arms race in space. Chinese officials have warned that the deployment of such a system could undermine global stability and provoke countermeasures. The US maintains that the Golden Dome is a defensive measure aimed at protecting the homeland from emerging missile threats. However, the initiative's implications for international arms control agreements and space militarization remain a point of contention among global powers. The U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, has assessed that Russia is fielding nuclear-armed air-to-air missiles, marking a significant development in its military capabilities. The missiles, believed to be variants of the R-37M, are capable of being launched from high-performance aircraft like the MiG-31BM and Su-35S. This move represents a departure from Cold War-era norms and raises concerns about the potential for escalation in aerial combat scenarios. The deployment of such weapons could complicate air defense strategies and increase the risk of miscalculation in conflicts involving Russian forces. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has stated that Iran could endure the failure of nuclear negotiations with the US, emphasizing the country will not collapse under renewed sanctions. Despite US President Donald Trump's description of the recent talks as very good, significant disagreements remain, particularly over Iran's uranium enrichment efforts. Iran insists its nuclear activities are for civilian use and seeks relief from harsh economic sanctions. However, Iran has rejected the notion of freezing uranium enrichment for 3 years or accepting an interim deal. The 5th round of talks recently concluded in Rome, and Iran now awaits details from mediator Oman about the next round. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine persists, with Russia confirming its intent to annex additional regions of Ukraine and maintain Crimea as part of its territory. US President Donald Trump has criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin's actions, warning that any attempt at a total takeover of Ukraine would lead to the downfall of Russia. The ongoing war has strained international relations and heightened concerns about the potential for broader conflict involving NATO members. The situation underscores the importance of diplomatic efforts to de-escalate tensions and prevent further escalation. A recent survey indicates that a significant portion of Western Europeans believe that the risk of a global conflict, potentially escalating to World War III, is imminent. This sentiment reflects growing concerns over geopolitical instability and the erosion of the rules-based international order. The survey highlights the need for renewed diplomatic engagement and confidence-building measures among nuclear-armed states to prevent misunderstandings and reduce the risk of accidental or intentional nuclear conflict. The DEFCON Warning System is a private intelligence organization that has monitored nuclear threats from national actors since 1984. It is unaffiliated with any government or military branch and does not represent the official alert status of any nation. The public is advised to make independent evaluations and should not rely solely on the DEFCON Warning System for strategic or emergency planning. In the event of a nuclear conflict, we will publish radiation readings from reported areas. These readings may differ from local measurements. Official sources will also issue regional data and public safety instructions. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay prepared. Visit www.defconwarningsystem.com for updates. Join our community forum and subscribe to our mailing list for direct alerts. That concludes this briefing. I'm Sarah Martin, and this has been the DEFCON Warning System's Global Security Briefing.